What's up, everyone? Welcome to Wednesday's workout. How good is Wednesday in phase 5 of the at-home workouts? I look forward to it every week. A nice little break from all the hard work. All right, let's get ready. We're doing our handstand workout today. For those of you that are new to the tribe, and for those of you that know where the remote control for the timer is. Okay. All right, let's get ready for our warm-up, for our handstand workout, everyone.
How is everyone today? This is your first time with us.
Main shot here, yeah?
Rad's in front of the camera. We're just getting the last minute fine tuning because it's a different setup for the handstands. We use the wall. It's the only piece of equipment you will need today, a little bit of wall space. We got a good tribe on the crew, on the stream. We got 23 live at the moment, but only 10 likes. Please take a moment before the workout gets started and smash that like button. We got Big Willie P behind the mic.
Yo, yo, yo.
Of course, I am Yanni Burmeister, and behind the mix is Richie, the rig. We are Unity Gym and the Unify Movement System. We turn driven people into athletes by making them strong, flexible, and fit. Every workout has balance. Now, today's workout is a Cali skills workout. You're going to be doing handstand fundamentals. Of course, our tribe is well versed to this sort of stuff. Good morning, Daljit wins the prize for the first comment. Well done. Felix Leon, morning. We got Big Willie P, Purcell, and Richie Lellies. Lee Thompson, Dave Clark, Gunnar Nielsen, lucky it's handstand today, and WFH as I can't walk. Legs are gone, by the way. G'day. Margot Sawyer, morning all. Lee Clark, morning. Marina Pizarro, good morning. Roy Stern, good morning. Katie McDonald, morning to you. Sheila Tan in the house, good morning, gang. Gemma Loughran, morning, guys. Tessa Richards, Max Silver, Alistair Bell, good morning. Grace Clements, morning, everyone. Can't do the workout live Wednesday, but I'll be back for the replay. Love Wednesday. Grace Clements is really kicking some goals this year with her flexibility. Love to see it. Good work, Grace. Doing our online.
You know who Grace
program.
is, right?
Yeah, she came in a week with us.
She won the month.
Prize. She was the first ever comment on the Sound of Movement podcast.
Oh, wow.
She won a month-long training at Unity Gym.
And she really killed it, man. She came in every day. She got a lot out of it.
Let us know what you thought of your month training with Richie, the rig, and Rad Burmeister. Grace?
I think she was training with me mostly.
Morning, Lou. Morning,
was here.
Declan. Gunnar Nielsen, you forgot your brother today also. Gunnar Nielsen, brother.
Your brother. You forgot to introduce Rad again.
Oh, no,
Like
I said
No,
Rad
you said me
first.
first.
I actually said
there
Rad
you go.
first today.
Yeah.
Remember, tribe, there's going to be a break after the warm-up when the timer stops, when Rad starts to get ready and just brief what's going on. Please take that moment to hit that little like button. It really does help hack the algorithm and get the stream out in front of more people. The earlier we hack the algorithm, the faster YouTube dishes it up to people. So it's really, really important. And if you are on the live, let us know who you are, where you're tuning in from, and type a big capital Y if you're doing the workout live so we know who's sweating with us.
And probably should take an opportunity to say that we just made a decision to include all of the phases of the at-home workouts in the UMS online coaching subscription.
Online coaching subscription.
Because we realised that this lockdown scenario, in and out of lockdown around the world, is probably not going away anytime soon. Apparently Airbnb has now officially changed their terms and conditions so that you can't use COVID lockdowns as a reason to cancel your reservation. They're basically saying that when you reserve with Airbnb, you reserve with full understanding that it is unpredictable that you could go in and out of lockdown. And people are saying that the world could be going through this for the next 3 to 5 years, meaning the ability to train at home with no equipment is as relevant as it ever was. So we decided that we were going to include all of the at-home workouts in the UMS subscription so that people either have the option to do the UMS with or without gym equipment. So that's really cool. And if you've never seen it before, we're actually launching the UMS Phase 1, the completely rejigged Phase 1 this Friday. for our flash sale with follow-along workouts and everything. So
It's
you'll
a
have an
beast. It's such a
opportunity.
good program. We built it. We listened. We heard what you said. We wanted to deliver what you were asking for. So we have built the UMS
With,
to deliver the exact same workout here at Unity Gym with the efficiency emphasis. So now you can do the entire workout in 60 minutes.
So we do so Daljit, it's very different from when you were in there. We've refilmed it with 60-minute follow-along workouts. So the UMS isn't just tutorials and then you do it yourself. Now it has follow-along workouts exactly like this. So you press play and you do the workout in 60 minutes. So it has a 10-minute mobility warm-up just like this, and except it uses the rings, of course, like it's the UMS Unity Gym warm-up. And then it has 30 minutes of strength and flexibility, where we do a 5-minute warm-up round and then 5 times 5-minute rounds of strength and flexibility, 1-to-1. And then we do a circuit at the end for 16 minutes where you do 4 of the conditioning exercises. So if you think what it was like for you, Daljit, when you were in there, it's very different now because you just press play and you get the whole thing done in 60 minutes. It's really, and everybody loves it. Everybody that was here with us for the old UMS and now the new one, they all say that they love the new UMS so much more.
While Rad's harping on about our amazing program, I will do a shameless plug and say that there is a link in the description and you can get a free 30-day trial. So anyone watching, anyone on our YouTube channel can get that free 30-day trial. There is also a link in the description to grab the Phase 5 program get the full program, tutorials, everything. But you'd probably be silly to do that because if you now take the 30-day trial of the UMS, you get it for free. It's included. I don't know whether I just shot myself in the foot. Somehow I managed to squeeze ass flavour into a cup of this coffee. I'm going to make myself another coffee. This is the worst coffee I've ever had.
Well, now I get a chance to say something. Hi, everybody. Hope you're enjoying your Wednesday and you're as immobile as I am this morning. I'm really feeling legs and upper body now. But as hard as it is to get out today and get moving, make sure you get that warm-up in, you get the workout done. Mobility cures immobility, so you should hopefully, fingers crossed, feel a lot better after this. Good morning to everyone who's jumped on, and I can see that Felixion has jumped on with his partner Caroline. If you're there with a friend, with a housemate, with a partner, with your neighbour, with anyone random, give them a little shout out or mention them in the comments and we will give them a shout out here today as well. I'm sure Sam Nye is in the park there with Lou Bayers pumping it out, so g'day Sam as well. And Marina, I feel like it's been a while since you've been able to join us live, so welcome back and thank you. And thank you for your Instagram interaction. It's been good to see little messages pop in from yourself and from Max and from everyone who's been commenting on our stories and our posts and whatnot. It's great to feel the love.
Here we go, tribe.
In lockdown.
If you haven't done so already, hit the like button quickly. Help us out. And we're going to get into the core.
We've got 10 seconds to hit that like button, guys.
My most hated part of this workout. Hate core training. But you got to do it. Here we go.
Grace has written back. She says she loved it. You guys are all awesome. Trained with Brad and Richie the last week. I made so much progress, lost fat, gained muscle, and it was so cool to be in the physical gym with the tribe. Great to hear, Grace.
That's awesome, mate. It's great having you here, that's for sure.
Roy, my man, good to see you back on and still punching it out. I don't think I haven't seen you any days, but good to see you, mate. I'd love to see where those handstands are at by the time this lockdown is over. I'm sure you're killing it. Nia Saba is also sweating it out with us. Katie McDonald, Max Silver. Yes, from Sub-Base Platypus. Max, I have no idea what you're talking about, but I like it.
Submarine base.
My man.
Okay. Here we go.
Don't worry, Grace, you can tell us what you really think later offline about Rad's training. All right, let's see if this coffee's any better.
Tense your quads. Straighten your knees. Tense your butt. Suck your stomach in. Keep your nose on the ground.
Just lucky, I guess. What's that? It literally tasted like I squeezed ass into a cup. Like it was just.
We're giving it to me.
We've got a bunch of people posting yes to the live workout. Nice work. Still only 21 likes and 34. Who's the tight ass on the likes button? Still waiting for our daily hater to jump on and just hit that dislike button.
Yeah.
Change.
It'll come. Trisha Sturvey, good morning, evening, all handstands. We'll do tomorrow. Tian VH, much love from Germany, gents. Enjoy the workout. Thank you.
Awesome. Professor Richards is up in Avalon. Gee, that wouldn't be a bad place to be locked down.
Tian, whereabouts in Germany are you? I was in Germany for a few weeks in 2019, December. We're very fortunate. I was just talking about that to someone this morning. We're very fortunate to have had that trip. Tessa Richards is doing the workout in Avalon.
All right, change.
Let's go, tribe. Focus on these movements. And I'd like to send a nice big warm welcome. We're at 45,809 subscribers. As of this morning, we got about 20 since yesterday's stream. Almost 20, 18. If you are one of those new subscribers catching this live or catching the replay, introduce yourself in the comments. Say hello, we'll send you out some love. And of course, if you haven't already and you like what you see, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that notification bell and you will get notified when we go live or when some of our new content goes like what's coming next week. We got a 5-video series on how to improve and optimize shoulder health. It is going to be epic. So make sure you're a subscriber to the channel. You will want to watch this. If you care about posture, if you care about shoulder health, if you care about lifting, calisthenics, CrossFit, this is for you.
Basically, if you do anything ever at any time, you should care about this one.
Well, everyone's aging, and therefore you should care about posture. Yeah. So it's a big one for everybody. Remember, tribe, the workout is only 4% of your day. We want to make sure that you dial it in for the rest of the day. The best thing about a good workout is that it tends to have a carryover to what you do throughout the rest of the day. You're less likely to eat junk food. You're less likely to drink lots of alcohol once you've had a really great workout like this. But we want to make sure you dial it in, and most importantly, we want to make sure you're getting enough sleep at night so that you are recovering and making the most of these workouts. Remember, the workout is the stimulus, the recovery is the catalyst to the adaptation. Nothing happens if you don't eat right and sleep right after the workout.
Remember, guys, with these front body lines here that you're doing with Rad, really stretch out along the ground and make that first priority to pull your belly button in off the ground and squeeze the glutes. We need to make sure that our stomach's off the ground so we don't extend through the lower back. Then reach forward with the hands and just start to raise them off the ground. You can see Rad's hands aren't that high up. It's not about the height there, it's about engaging those mid-lower traps, all those stabilizers around the back. It's not about extending through the lower back.
Essentially, he's trying to make himself as long as possible and really squeeze that. You'd be surprised when you get inverted into a handstand how hard it is to keep your body in a straight line, and that's why you fall over. Once you get the kick up right or the press to handstand right, it's just the ability to keep yourself in a straight line.
All right. Just do a little bit of mobility here just to allow our body to recover from all that.
There's a nice comment there from Rodolphe from Italy. Joined this channel about a week ago, immediately struck by your formidable content, knowledge and tutorial videos. Much love from Italy. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much,
Thanks,
brother.
bro.
That's fantastic.
It's really nice.
Marina Pizarro, thanks, Will. First live this time. Doesn't normally work for me, but I am off work for the rest of the week. So we will expect to see you tomorrow and Friday,
Yeah,
Marina.
you beauty. I hope that's a good reason, Marina. But
Great.
yeah, we're happy to have you join in live. I know you've been enjoying the workouts.
Welcome to the tribe, Rodolphe, from Italy. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Rodolfo.
Rodolfo Padroni.
Rodolfo Padroni. It's great to have you, brother.
Which is the group that Rodolfo can join in on Facebook?
Yeah, the
Say good day.
UMS Movement Mastermind, Rodolfo. Join our Facebook group. It's a free group, but it's where we interact on a daily basis with everybody and give a bit of feedback to your training and give a bit of help. There's a link in the description of the video to take you straight over there if you want to. And that's a great way you can even extend the connection and stay connected with us and our team and our trainers.
Yeah, mate, it'd be great for you to jump on, say good day, introduce yourself, even take a picture of yourself at the end of the workout. You don't have to do this straight away, but we've got a lot of people chucking pictures up in one of our challenges at the moment. The idea is to look as bad and as sweaty and as horrible as you can at the end of a workout to show us how hard you're training. So if you enjoy the training, feel free to do that and say good day.
Alright, we'll do our first set of first knuckle push-ups. Index finger facing forward, fingers splayed, elbows facing forward, thumbs off the ground. Stack the shoulders over the hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Remember, tribe, this is specialized handstand training. One of the most common areas of the body. There's two areas of the body that will, at some point when you start to introduce hand balancing into your repertoire, at some point you will hit a roadblock in your wrists or shoulders. It's just a very unique experience for the body. We are not naturally designed to stand on our hands, and so there has to be a huge physical adaptation occurring in the hands, wrists, and shoulders. And that's why we spend so much time doing this base conditioning before we ever invert, because we've been through the process, we've done the journey incorrectly, and we've all sustained quite serious injuries in the hands and shoulders. And it's very important to do this foundational work, this strength work, this conditioning work.
20 seconds left.
Some of you might be thinking, when are we going upside down? When we're ready to go upside down.
10 seconds left. Handstands are so much harder to get good at than I thought they would be. As someone in their late 30s and early 40s trying to learn them. Here we go. I'm just amazed at how they just bring out any little old injury that you ever thought you didn't have anymore. And it just comes back to haunt you. Keep a fist when you do these.
Yeah, guys, remember, handstands is a lot about strength, but it's also a skill that we need to learn. So there's a lot of time that we need to invest in this, in exercises you probably think aren't that hard, but they're super important. For anyone who's finding these workouts a little bit easier, also remember we plan and program these workouts to be done Monday to Friday. So most of our members here are coming off a big lower body day and a big upper body day. And just that little bit easier physically, but the kind of workout where we can start to concentrate a little bit more, put a little more mental effort in. It's sometimes exactly what the body needs. Bit of mobility, bit of skills, bit of mental concentration and training. But of course, there's plenty of hard stuff in there as well. think part of the mental concentration is just figuring out what is going on sometimes in these mobility drills. If you're watching Rad and feeling very confused, me too, mate. But just follow along, do your best effort. Doesn't have to look like what Rad's doing.
First knuckle push-ups again.
But keep up with it, and one day you will.
Four, 5, 6, keep the thumbs off the ground. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Whew.
Remember guys, if you're training with a partner or if you're training with your friends or housemates, let us know in the comments and we'll give them a little shout out. It's always good to see the extra folk joining in.
It's one of my favourite stretches for the quads. Keep your hips forward, chest down, so you get a straight line. Bring your shoulders down to your knees. Oh. Woo! Right, wrist push up. This stuff that we're doing here, everyone, this is the stuff that most people aren't willing to do, and it's why most people can't do handstands and can't do calisthenics work or aren't flexible, because they just don't do the work. Truth is that those balls to the wall session where you're just dripping with sweat and you're dying and running up and down stairs, they're really easy, honestly. Because all you do is just switch your mind off and go, fuck it, I'm doing it. But this stuff's hard. You have to motivate yourself much more to get this little dicky shit done where you got to fuck around with your wrists and your core and all these positioning drills. It's a lot more challenging because it requires more consistency and more dedication. I've done some of the hardest workouts when I was in the army as an infantry soldier, and honestly it's so much easier to train like that and do that stuff than it is to, you know, get strong, flexible and fit, which is why we've put so much effort into making it these 1 hour workouts that you just do. But it's really important for you guys to recognize where this leads to and what you're doing, and don't allow yourself to fall into the trap of saying, oh, I can't get flexible. It's rubbish. Anybody can get flexible. It's that people just don't do the work, and they think that, you know, the 50 seconds of stretching they do twice a week is enough to make them flexible. It's
Mate,
not.
if I can get flexible, anyone can get flexible.
Yeah,
I was the tightest
Yanni was
mofo
so tight
on the planet
when we created the UMS.
5 years ago.
Okay, here we go. First handstand.
With flexibility, it's really about do something today that your future self will thank you for, because the results don't come as linear as strength training. You don't get to just pick up a new weight every week, and a heavier set of dumbbells, load a few extra plates on the barbell and actually see the transformation occurring in front of you. And often it's a feeling of 2 steps forward, 1 step back with flexibility. I've spent months feeling like I haven't made any progress, to take a week or 2 off to come back, allow the adaptation to happen, and I'm way more flexible. So it's not a nice linear journey like strength training, like fitness training when you're training for a run or an endurance sport, but it is so worthwhile. So worthwhile. It unlocks so much more athletic potential when you are limber, when you are flexible, when your joints aren't fighting themselves to get into certain positions.
Okay, butterfly stretch.
Remember, for every joint, there is an agonist and antagonist muscle system opposing each other. And if one of them is tighter than the other, then you literally have a fight on your hands to try and get into a deep squat or to get your arms above your shoulders. It's really important people understand that. I've often been questioned when I write a blog where I say that your body is fighting itself to get in deep range positions. People say, what do you mean by that? That sounds ridiculous. It's literally happening. You've got a force coupling, which is a force on either side of a joint. And if one of them's out of balance, if one of them's tight, if there's a length tension issue, then they are literally pulling on one another to try and achieve that movement. And it doesn't go well. It creates instability. It creates joint glide where the bone is rubbing on tissues that it shouldn't be. There's all sorts of nasty stuff that happens when you're not flexible. Do something today that your future self will thank you for.
Just reading through the comments, Declan's given me a shout out and congratulated me on my muscle ups. Thank you, mate. Declan and I have been on a muscle up journey here in the gym. And Declan, mate, so close. You got it, mate. You're going to get it real soon. Declan said, if you can figure it out, anyone can, right? Bloody smartass. But yes, absolutely. You can 100%, anyone can figure this shit out. I was just watching through our muscle up programs the other day, and it was a little click in my mind when I was watching Rad and Yanni go through the online program for it. And it was the snap up with the legs and creating that momentum, and how weak I was through my core. I wasn't able to snap my legs up. So muscle ups in that regard are just like handstands. It's important to be strong so you can control yourself in the movement, but it's a skill. You've got to put so many little pieces of the puzzle together that you have to practice it. And it'd been a few weeks since I'd done my last muscle up on the rings, so I just decided to play around with it, practice that skill, and it all started coming together. And a couple of weeks later, here I am punching a few out. So yes, thank you, Declan. I will keep it up, and looking forward to seeing your progress as we get out of lockdown.
That's right. Muscle ups and handstands. Why do we teach them? Because you must expect great things of yourself before you can do them. And it really is rewarding to have a means to express your strength. You know, we don't train in the gym to be good at gym unless you're a power lifter or a weightlifter, an Olympic weightlifter into Ollie lifting. We don't train in the gym to be good at gym. We train in the gym to be good in real life. But it's nice to have a sport or a discipline where you are able to express the attributes that you're developing: strength, flexibility, fitness. You know, Will plays rugby on the weekends, but at the moment he's unable to play. Everything's shut down, and so doing some muscle ups, it gives him that rewarding sensation, that feeling of demonstration that makes him feel like his training is worthwhile, you know. That's why we teach calisthenics in the gym, because a lot of our guys don't actually play a sport anymore. Some train in our UMS online and compete in CrossFit, you know. Some are rock climbers. A lot of martial artists.
A lot of martial artists.
I used to do boxing, you know, and I used to train in the gym to get more explosive and more powerful and strong for my boxing, you know. So yeah, it's a great way. Learning handstands, learning muscle ups, things like that. They're a great way to express and demonstrate the attributes that you're developing here in the gym. But it's very important to separate the two, you know. One is training and one is playing, you know. One is competing. And when you blur those lines, things can become a little bit more dangerous. And that's one of the reasons why there are high levels of injury in sport, especially things like CrossFit, you know, because they really start to blur the line between that training, high intensity, and competition, you know.
I was watching a really good podcast. I'm on the Joe Rogan train at the moment, which I have been on and off for years, but he had his latest podcast with George St. Pierre, the UFC fighter, and he was talking about how important it was to have a play around, or just like days where you practice skills, but you're not in there for the gym to absolutely wallop yourself. You've got your days where you need to train hard and work on something, whether it be strength or punching or something. But he said it's so important for pro fighters to fight against amateurs, where they get the chance to play around with them a little bit and test new things. Same for professional footballers, whether it be soccer or rugby or whatever your sport, and they play some teams that aren't as good as them, so they can practice all the tricky stuff. And so that's what the mentality I kind of took yesterday into my workout with the muscle ups, was just a chance to play around with the technique. Sometimes it's all right to go into the gym, not have a goal to hit, but just spend some time in there moving. A lot of people do animal flow do this. They just play around with animal flow movements and start piecing a few things together, a bit like dancers with their choreography. And you just practice the skill and you learn a lot in that time as well. And it's a point where your skill level and your mindset takes the step up, not the physical, but that's just as important.
Yeah, that's what I use Wednesday and Saturdays for. And that's what we tried to create with the Unified Movement System with that straight arm scapular strength. You know, it's a great way to get in, have a play, demonstrate. Vinny Brown, hi everyone. Love the Wednesday format, great change of pace. Never did handstands in depth like this before. Developing new neurological pathways. Absolutely.
Neurological pathways.
Neural plasticity is when we change the mapping of the brain, and that's the best way to do that is to learn skills. Martial arts is great, dance is great, and calisthenics is fantastic. Erland Kostjason, greetings from Sweden. Keep up the good work. Noted significant improvements as I'm doing 4 week of the new UMS. So Erland is talking about the new format of the UMS. That's fantastic. Love it. Thank you for sharing, brother.
How good's that? We've got Erland from Sweden. We've got Rodolfo from Italy. We've got
Gunnar from Norway,
Germany coming in.
We got Gunnar talking to Erland in Swedish?
in Viking.
German?
Viking, yeah. Hej Erland, jag är norske I Sydney med Unity.
I think
Perfect pronunciation.
I think Gunnar's Norwegian. Tell me if I'm wrong, Gunnar.
I thought it was German.
No, he's not German.
No, he's not German.
He's
My bad, Gunnar. Sorry, mate.
from Scandinavia.
Gunnar Nielsen, yes, Norwegian.
Hey.
So what country do you speak there? What country, what language? Is it Norwegian, Gunnar, or are you speaking Swedish because you're bilingual or trilingual? Or
Vinny Brown saying Rhode Island could easily be considered its own multicultural lol.
Microculture, yeah. Rhode Island police force, best damn police force in the country. Quote Jim Carrey. Me, myself, and Irene.
I think Gunnar speaks like 6 languages, he was telling me.
Man, that's one of the things in Australia. You realise, like, apart from the shuey, we haven't got much culture,
Yeah,
but
suck.
we are not bilingual in
No.
any. I mean, our Australian is barely English. Maybe you could argue that, but
Okay.
we really need to learn more languages.
Yeah.
Man, I
Gunnar said
tried.
it's 50-50 Norwegian and Swedish.
Yeah, right. I tried learning another language when I was younger. Fuck, it sucked.
Remember, Tribe, your body can stand almost anything if you manage load properly. It's your mind that you have to convince. That's why I always like to say our workouts callous the mind, they callous the soul. They make you harder, they make it you more tolerant, more robust. And that's what we're here for. Success isn't always about greatness, it's about consistency. Consistent hard work gains success. Greatness will come if you turn up every day and do the work to the best of your ability. Roy Stern saying, can I do Jefferson curls and side splits on the same day? Yes, you can.
You can. I wouldn't recommend it. I mean, man, there's so many different ways you can do this. I mean, we made this split up ourselves because it had to go in alignment. You had to get all of the different flexibility movements in the week, but they couldn't interfere with the strength training movements, which is why we've chosen it the way we are. But, you know, there's a certain amount of volume that's required on a flexibility movement, just like there is to get flexible, just like there is a certain amount of volume that's required on strength movements to get stronger. So if you try and do too much in one session, you water it down. That's not to say you can't do it, but you know, unless you're willing to train for 90 minutes or more, and unless you've got a good reason, like why would you put middle splits and Jefferson curl on the same day? Like what's the reason for it? If it's because you can't get to one of those two workouts, then yeah, that's a good reason. But if you're just thinking I'm gonna add more to get better, then that's not really gonna work out well. Did you listen to these guys whinging about their leg day, mate? They didn't even do the at-home workouts.
Mate, I did trisets with weight.
Oh, yeah.
By trisets, do you mean you tried?
Yeah.
Or
There's no evidence of that, Yanni.
I did front squats.
Okay, here we go, guys. Round 4.
And then Nordics, body weight, Nordics assisted, stiff leg dorsiflexion, Romanian deadlifts, 40 kilos. And talk to me about it.
absolute weapon. So I've been training hard, but I've been spending a lot more time sitting down. I think that's cooking me the most. I'm really like feeling my hips, how short my hip flexors are getting. I've got to do a lot more stretching.
Hey, we've had a golden cross, 27 viewers live and 32 likes.
You beauty.
Yeah, we've lost a few viewers, live viewers. We were at 35, so a couple of people probably feel like the workout's too slow. And if that's you guys, just remember it is important that you break up the week a little bit with something different. You can't train insane every single day, albeit it is peak week, and we do push a little bit harder in peak week. But you got to remember, you got to give your body the time to adapt. So if you're training insane, so you don't remain the same, you better be sleeping insane amounts of hours.
Insane.
Yeah, like I'm talking 10 hours a night in bed, so you get 9 hours of really nice rest.
So what, I smash my sleeps. I go to bed, I get all psyched up mentally, I lie down, I shut my eyes and I smash it. Boom, done, sleep, tick. Yeah, for all our internationals who've joined in and anyone who's new, don't forget about what Yanni said in the morning at the start of this workout about our links in the program. We've got a link to a free 30-day trial. If you're new to the channel, Rodolfo, I'm looking at you, buddy. Anyone as well, all our internationals especially, if you've got neighbours, if you've got family and friends, and you think they'd enjoy it, tell them to either hit the link or come along to these workouts. We do them 7:30 a.m. Monday to Friday, Australian Eastern Standard Time, which is about 40 minutes ago we start, and invite them along. It'd be great to give them a shout out in the comment section, spread the UMS love.
Man, I am rashed today. Oh,
Suck it up, Rad, and maybe one day you won't have to suck it in.
God.
Snap. Let's go, try push yourself because no one else is going to do it for you. Make sure you finish the workout.
You know what would be a really cool idea is this Friday, just with a little bit of extra bands, is have Yanni and Rad standing next together, widen the shot, and go legs day as a competition.
I think what'd be great is if Will did the legs.
Mate,
day
he
on Friday,
would
like the
smoke me.
tri-
Yeah, I'd
I
love
would
to,
need
but
to
on my
adapt.
knees,
He's had 3 weeks of adaptation on this format of workout.
yeah.
Yeah.
Then you could see the difference between adaptation and doing body weight and consistently doing weights.
Yeah.
You're training for something completely different. You'd have two
Well, it's
different
just
results.
it's a different volume. It's probably, I don't know.
You guys
probably smoking.
listening to all these bitchy excuses, everyone? You all hearing that?
Hey, I'm throwing out the challenge. I'm saying it should happen. I'm not talking about myself.
Look at Will sitting back. I challenge you to exercise with him.
I challenge you to throw down with him. Max Silver, shoulders should be elevated during handstands? Question mark. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. You should be pushing the floor away and trying to lift your body up so as to make it as strong as possible. And Tribe, it is the same feeling as when you're doing the hollow body and arch body holds on the floor. You're meant to be tensing and elongating your body. And that doesn't just mean pushing your shoulders into elevation. It also means trying to push your toes away from your hands. That's the easiest way to keep
You're
your
meant
body in a
to-
nice straight line.
These are the things you think of. Point your toes, squeeze your legs together, straighten your knee, tense your bum, push your shoulders away from you. That's what you think of when you do your handstand.
Vinny Brown saying I have to remove a ceiling tile from the basement drop ceiling to do a wall handstand, only 7.5 feet clearance otherwise.
Here we go over last round.
Modifications. Man, we've seen, Rad and I were just talking this morning, we were scouring our UMS online coaching tribe Facebook page. We got a separate Facebook page specific. It's a private group for the online coaching tribe. Some of them over the last couple of years have built the most insane home gyms. It's so cool to see. And it's bit by bit. They don't just go out and do it all in one hit, but as they get better and better at the program, they add pieces that they need. And some of these guys, it is so liberating to free yourself of the need to find time to go to the gym. Journey there, pay the membership, rely on the gym to be open and not in lockdown. You know, it's really, really cool. Yeah, really cool to see. Vinny Brown, modify that floor. Modify that ceiling.
Am I reading this wrong? Vinny said otherwise he's only got 7.5 feet of clearance otherwise. How tall is Vinny?
8 feet.
Yeah. Vinny, am I reading this wrong? Are you 1,000 feet tall? That's a lot of work for a handstand then.
It's a lot of ceiling clearance, yeah.
Okay. Oh, God.
Good work, tribe. We're getting through this. Remember, everyone in lockdown here, Sydney, Australia, or around the world, tough times don't last, but tough people do. Harden your mind, toughen your body, callous your soul. Get through these workouts every day. All progress takes place outside the comfort zone. Now is the time when you're making the most gain. So don't stop. Finish the workout. We started together. We finished together. That is the rule. Put all your excuses aside. Remember this. You are more capable than you ever thought possible. You just have to decide. You have to become the person you want to be right now.
That's right. Optimistic people find the opportunity in challenge. And there is a lot of opportunity here. A lot of the guys who are attending our gym were coming in early to do extra handstand work. And now handstand work is part of the workout. So A, you're saving time. B, you're saving time needing to come into the gym. And you can start to incorporate this around the house as well. So there's plenty of opportunity here. We're also in a hypertrophy or accumulation phase in the gym, and the biggest issue I see with that is some people just go too heavy and they end up working strength again. They're not working volume. But here, body weight, you've got nothing but volume. So you are 100% hitting the mesocycle that we were intending to hit here in the gym at this time. So much opportunity.
Just quietly, yesterday's workout, thank you for all the likes and comments and interaction. It's had over 1,000 views since yesterday.
You beauty.
Keep up with the stretches, everyone. The handstand workout's finished. We're into mobility now.
No, sorry, I lie. It's had 921 views, just under 1,000.
Sounds good enough to me. Round it up.
Very, very close.
So that's great, gang. We've got to thank you all for all the likes and the subscribes. Most of our videos each day get above 1,000 views after about a day or two. And when you consider these workouts are, close to that hour mark, that's quite a bit of time that people around the world are watching these videos for and jumping in and doing the workouts. So thank you to you guys who tune in live and like and share our workouts.
Absolutely. Monday's workouts had 1,195 views. Very, very good. Think about all those people getting exposure to a real balanced workout. Strength, flexibility, and fitness in under 60 minutes, developed more than most people do in a week. All of those likes, all of that love, you are contributing to someone else leveling up their health, So well done. Thank you. Thank you for the help. Thank you for the support. The groundwork for all happiness, I believe, is health. Health is the foundation. It's the key to everything. Confidence, happiness.
So this stretch, guys, you put your legs at 90 degrees on both sides and then just lean back like this. Some people that are way more flexible than I am can just lay on the floor. Yanni's a lot better than I am at this one. He just lays down. But for me, if I go much further back, what happens is this knee starts to come up, and that's when you know you've hit the end of your range. So you want to go to that spot where if you go further, you feel the knee come up, and then you just work that area there. And you should feel it around the inside of your groin here. And you can see what I'm doing is just moving around a bit, just to really mobilize the joint.
Also, tribe, make sure if you haven't already, you've subscribed to our Inner Circle. Every day I send an email, very informative. This week we're talking about progressive overload, which is the big key to making improvements in the gym or in any exercise or training that you're doing. On Monday we talked about a lesson 20 years in the making for Rad, Richard and I, which was about technique optimization before intensification. And yesterday we spoke about the first variables, the basic variables that you can manipulate to progressively overload your workouts. In today's email, we're going to be talking about the first overload methods that we introduced to start leveling people up, to take you beyond the initial honeymoon period of your training. Trisets is one of them that we're using in the phase 5 workout here, but there are hundreds that you can deploy to level up. Tomorrow we're going to be talking about more advanced overload methods that are responsible for increasing intensity of a workout. And then on Friday we're going to be talking about combining volume and intensity overload variables to create the ultimate workout. Will's already also posting this stuff, little snippets about it to our Instagram. So if you don't want to read the emails, you can follow us on Instagram. Jump over there, Unity Gym on Instagram, and you'll get the insights, the key insights from my emails daily. You'll also get an opportunity to interact with us at a much higher level. The easiest way to subscribe to the Inner Circle is to download one of our blueprints for flexibility, for strength, for nutrition, or for at-home workouts. We have an at-home workouts blueprint, and they're all available in the description of the video. And again, we're going to wrap that series up with a little cheeky press handstand there. We are going to wrap that series up with a podcast on the Sound of Movement podcast on Friday at 11 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. We'll be streaming live.
Whew.
Press the handstand, team. That's the ultimate goal.
If you've ever, the best time to try your press to handstand is when you've warmed up fully with your flexibility. But you can't be too fatigued, which I'm not really doing the right thing here.
I feel like going up behind him.
Oh no, I'm too fucking tired. Oh, all right. Well done, everyone. See you tomorrow.
Great work, everybody.
Thanks, guys.
See
Thanks,
you tomorrow. Have a great day. Get your rest in, get your nutrition dialed in, make the most of today. And we will see you tomorrow for another epic upper body follow along.
Mañana.
Health is about performance, not just body image.
You better be willing to accept what you're going to have to do to get there.
We'll start focusing on movement goals, strength goals, flexibility goals.
When you nail that skill, that's there forever.
The body image goal doesn't get you that
It's the
far.
consistency and frequency that's going to get you there. It's not the intensity.
There's no shortcuts to mastery and movement. Destination doesn't change overnight, but your direction will.
The gym is not the place to beat up the body that you hate. It's the place to build the body that you love.
We are the gym that teaches people how to move instead of just exercise, because we believe that health is about performance, not just body image.